Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, and I'm recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Right now I'm in the Fannie Mae D's Park, more commonly known, or colloquially known as Dragon Park. And I've got your mailbag questions written down on a pad. Even though you sent them to me in digital format, I realized if I'm up here and the laptop's down there, how am I going to be able to answer you? I gotta have a good memory to recall all them questions verbatim. A lot of your names have numbers in them, so that wasn't an option. Anyway, so let's just get started. The Mr. Action writes, what about Sunburn Islands? Well, I thought about doing Sunburn Islands as some sort of Groundhog Day map where essentially I give myself an hour to play it, then I reset the map, and I keep doing that until I complete the entire thing. And, like Bill Murray, I eventually escaped this horrible torment of reliving the same day over and over and never making any real progress except that which, exists in your brain. But I realize that might be a lot of time to spend, so I've decided maybe I'll just do some sort of 2 or 3 hour challenge to see how many points I can get given the time allotted. Let's see, our next letter comes from More Than Blocks, who writes, do you see your relationship with Vetches as a Shell GLaDOS relationship? And if so, have you emerged into a cornfield, or are you still in cryo sleep? Well, you could call it cryo sleep because I just finished season 1, which is the Portal 1 of our series, I guess you could call it, and I've got season 2 about to start, so I'll probably wake up in a facsimile of an odd 1960s tropical hotel room any day now, and so I'm excited to see how that all goes. But yeah, I read the signs where Vetches leaves me notes and stuff, and it definitely does appear as though he is GLaDOS. If he wanted to auto-tune his voice and Skype in and mock me as I played, I would probably love that. That would be a wonderful series to do. But we'll see what happens. Amused Dragon sent me 6 different questions, and I don't have time to answer 6 questions. A lot of y'all sent questions, and I only had time to answer a few of them. So I picked number 3 out of his 6 questions, which is what job do you do? And my actual day job is being a web database and graphic designer at Vanderbilt University. And so I make t-shirts, I make websites, I design databases from scratch, all sorts of creative work. And what kind of hobbies do I have? Was another question he asked, and I'm going to slip that in there. A lot of that's the same thing. I do a lot of creative things. I make videos, I do fun stuff, make t-shirts. The t-shirt I'm wearing right now, I made myself. You can find it in my store, which I would love to sell you things out of. Let's see. Our next letter here is from XMexilamaX, who says, if you could switch bodies with your wife for a day, would you? Well, my fiance is in the cancer research field, specifically in leukemia research. So if I switch bodies with her for a day, I would probably ruin millions of dollars worth of leukemia experiments. Leukemia is a cancer commonly found in children. This is a very inconsiderate thing for me to do, just to satisfy any curiosity I have. Children should not die. It's that simple. Let's see. Miss Pylops asks, what do I think of the presidential candidates so far? Well, I like that Ron Paul wants to pull out our troops from overseas, and I like that Rick Perry had a lot of heavy regulation on the mortgage industry while he was governor of Texas. The lack of regulation in the mortgage industry caused a lot of problems there. I like that John Huntsman is very open to listening to scientists on the matters of science. And then most of the other candidates are humorous in one way or another, but they're not necessarily my biggest favorites. Let's see, next up, Blue Wolf Twilight wants to know how I talk in real life. Well, let me tell you something, Blue Wolf Twilight. If I were to tumble and die right now, if I died in here, I'd die in real life. This is real life. You are experiencing it right now for yourself. So there you go. Grunthead42 writes that he's starting high school soon and wants to know if I have any tips or tricks. My biggest recommendation would be don't expect the school system to provide you with the education that you should have. You gotta keep filling your brain with stuff that you think is interesting, and folks make that difficult to do. So you gotta be willing to go out of your way to learn. And finally, Mega Big Boss wrote me. He asked 2 questions, but the one I'll take the time to answer is, are you excited for Minecraft version 1.8? Well, I love adventuring, and it is called the Adventure Update. I'm a man of simple needs, so yes, I am extremely excited. And I'm thinking about jumping off this dragon, but there's a stone wall right here, so let's see how poorly this goes.